of the game, but to remind them what losing tastes like. Leave it in there, guys. He said, leave it in there. Let it just fester in your mouth. I want you to feel it and remember what it tastes like, And so, of course, they put it past them. But again, I like how he said it. We left the bad taste of a loss in our mouth, so we didn't remember what it feels like, what we don't want to have. And I do. Again, I got their energy. I got it, don't it? They're pretty good, brother.
And Paul, that's a big point to bring up because remember, the taste before that lost energy they had was 2 victories, and not only a victory, but the first ever in history of the school, and then a back-to-back first ever history made from that school from Robert Vela Sabercats. On the other hand, what did you see on the other field? On the other side of the field, sorry.
Same thing again. He was talking about adversity because they're going through it again. The Huskies over there are dealing with a lot of injuries. The injury bug hit them. They're missing 2 starting offensive linemen. They're missing their starting running back and their backup running back, and one of their defensive backs as well. And in his words, and he said it. He said, our kids are used to socioeconomic adversity. They're used to this stuff in life. The game of football is just like the game of life. He said they're used to adversity, and they're going to bounce back, and they're ready. He said, we're ready. So I don't believe him.
Again, that's Paul Osbury coming to you with information from both sides of the field. And, Paul, thank you very much for that great information. Once again, we want to thank, of course, some special people that are making this possible for not only the Sabercats, but all the Edinburg schools. Again, you can tune in anywhere in the world and hear us and watch us live on Thursdays and Saturdays. On Fridays, you can only audio, and we don't go live video. But after the game, 1 hour after the game, you can, of course, go to live audio and video. Before we start the game, I'm going to thank some special people that are making this possible, which is valleycentral.com. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the picture you get is thanks to Cats TV 17. That's KATS Channel 17. Also thanking our board of directors and, of course, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, our board of
deep into the end zone. He may run a return. He's going to, in fact, return it down the right side. He's got something up the middle. He's going to try to break it outside. Nowhere to go. Down to 16. Great job of pursuit by the special teams of the Sabercats.
Sabercats starting where they left off on last week and the 2 weeks before. They're all over the play right there. They brought him down at about the 16-yard line at the Moses 17. We'll wait for the spot of the ball. It's going to be just short of the 17-yard line. So we're going to call it a 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 17-yard line. A little shout-out, and we're going to go on that shout-out right after the play. A little special shout-out coming out to a young lady named Gabriela. We get a little shout-out going out to you, Gabriela. I hope you enjoy your shout-out.
Yep, the Huskies are being led by Edward Garcia. You can see on the screen the formation. Looks like they're going to run right up the gut. Got a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room. Looks like the defensive lineman got pushed back. Good little push by the O-line. Got about 4 yards, don't it?
Pick up a 4 yard, making it 2nd and 6. Here we go with a shout-out. Gabriela Solis. And let me tell you, Gabriela, talk to your grandma. Have a great night. And I know you're not, Grandpa didn't get to see you on the field, but believe me, she told me to let you know that is from Grandma Solis, that Grandpa Solis is watching from up there, and believe me, he's going to enjoy your show. This goes out again, once again. Gabriela Solis, have a great night from Grandpa and Grandma.
Huskies got 2 receivers to the left. If you're the Sabercats, looks like they're going to do a quick dive up the middle. This time the D-line was ready. Nothing. Maybe a no gain, or probably is no gain doing it.
No gain. Paul Osbury calling that run right there. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Huskies right now. Big first play game. The big play coming up early in the game. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Huskies from their own 17, call it the 21-yard line.
Don't it? They're kind of in a pickle right here. Field position down there on the 22. They would love nothing more. They would love nothing more than to come get themselves out of this hole and get away from the red zone. But of course, Vela would love to utilize this as some good field position. Here we go. 2 receivers to the right. Looks like a blitzer from the outside. It's a play action pass. He's got a man open in the flats. He's got some room. He's got a block on the 40, the 50, the 40. The 35, he makes a cut back to the middle, and he runs out of gas. It's okay. I don't think anybody's gonna worry about it. That's Joe Rodriguez for the Huskies doubling up his linebacker.
All the way to the 27-yard line. So the first half tonight for the Huskies, we're going to call it
Move Those Chains.
A little shout-out going out to Misael de Leon. Misael coming up with the original shout-out of Move Those Chains.
Yes, sir.
Shout-out going out to Misa. I wish you could be here, but he's not. But once again, Misael De Leon with a shout-out, the original shouter of Move Those Chains.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Paul.
One receiver left, one receiver right, quarterback in the center. He's going to hand out the ball. He's going to try to get outside. Nothing doing. And doing it on that last play, I saw it we could see it from up here with the Sabercats. They blitz their outside linebacker. It's a chance you take. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I'm not saying he was wrong, but they blitzed the particular linebacker that would have been covering that tailback, and that's how he got open in the flats.
There we go. All right, and again, once again, little shout-out going out to the Cats TV crew. Martin Torres in the booth. Thank you, Martin. We got the Susan Smith downstairs and all the other staff making it possible. Again, that's Cats TV, channel 17, KATS.
Great job by the Sabercats.
And Paul, getting that other playoff, Paul, I saw that it's sort of like a play that we've seen number 5 for the Bobcats run. When he comes out underneath and hits out, he was all alone on that long pass. It was something like that when they miss out on picking up somebody from the backfield.
Yes, sir. On that play when they got that big
Here we go, 3rd and 10 coming up for these Huskies.
He's got him open in the flats again. He may decide to keep it. A nice touch pass. Tremendous catch. Another grab by Joe Rodriguez. Same play to the other side.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you see that play, it seems like it was real easy. But Paul, you got to have that little touch. And also, you got to catch the ball after it's been thrown to you. And he did. So one more time for the Huskies. Move those chains. Here we go. We call it 1st and 10 all the way down to the 14-yard line. So once again, it is the first time the Huskies touch the ball. And quickly, ladies and gentlemen, they're already in the red zone.
That was a great job. It was a play action pass. Set up that, got the receiver open, play action. Sabercats run, and it was a pass. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be a dive. Sweep to the left side. He's got the edge. He's got room on the outside. He cuts it back. He may have been going for the ball. He may be. I don't know. It's the massive body, but it's going to be about a 7-yard gain.
Okay, yeah, it probably is. Call it an 8-yard gain. It seems to be like where they're going to be spotting the ball. Call it an 8-yard gain, so it's going to be a 2nd and 2 coming up for the Huskies. I call it a free down. We'll wait and see if they go into the end zone.
You're right. Of course, I know it's a free down. Certainly doesn't they could have wide open. See, you don't get a single yard. It's 32. That's fine, too. Very astutely done. Notice that.
And thank you, Paul, for letting the people know what I mean about a free down. I don't want them to think that nothing's going to be marked on the board there.
Yes, sir. Donut, they are loaded. They don't have anybody spread out wide. It's going to be a dive up the middle. He's got some room. He cuts back, but that hole closed. If there was a hole, it closed up quickly.
Quickly, you're right. So call it a 3rd and 2 coming up again for the Huskies. First time they've touched the ball. They've gotten 2 first downs. And again, knock on wood, but we got no flags so far on this game.
Good little nifty run by Martin Diaz. You know, he probably got about a yard, but there was really nothing doing. The Sabercats defensive line maybe looked like they stunned it inward, and they had nothing. That run was going nowhere from the get-go.
Paul, they've gotten 2 first downs. They've moved the chains twice, and it's been on a pass. Do you expect the pass here?
I don't know. You never know what to expect as we armchair quarterback here, but I know they're loaded up in the box. In other words, there's nobody spread out. This is traditionally a run formation. I'm not saying they're going to, but it's usually a run formation. And he fumbles the ball! The quarterback, I'm not sure how he mishandled the ball. Bottom line is he mishandled the ball. I think he hit the hip of the fullback as he was going to do his lead block.
I don't know. The running back was not expecting the ball, and the quarterback was expecting to give it to him, but nevertheless, there was a mix-up on the play. There was a fumble. He did have the right mind to go back and jump on it, and he did. So it's called it a 4th and 3 coming up. They lost 1 yard on the play, and it looks to me like if the Huskies will be going for it.
Yes, sir. On that last play, now that I've replayed in my mind, what happened is the quarterback literally just does a quick little fake to the fullback as if he may have the ball. Of course, he didn't. He's the lead blocker, but what happened was he stuck the ball too far out there. He hit his hip.
Yeah, and that's what happened there. There was a fumble. At this time, we got the Huskies are really going to think about this next call. They're going to take a timeout on the field. So once again, in case you're just joining us, it's going to be Paul Osbury, Donut Salinas, coming to you live from Edinburg. We're at Edinburg, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, at Edinburg Cat Stadium, and a beautiful field. What kind of field is this, Paul?
Matrix, artificial turf. Of course, Coach Filateo and the school board doing a tremendous job upgrading our facilities. Not only do the high schools use this field, but the middle schools, band, cheerleaders, drill team.
Rain, Mother Nature got on it.
Mother Nature can do anything to this field. It's a great field, and it's beautiful. It just flat out looks beautiful, don't it?
Yeah, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it withheld that rain that we got of 18 days in a row, something like that. I'm not exactly sure on that. Again, our stats. They're just our stats. Don't take them, too serious, ladies and gentlemen. But we did get a pound of raining on this field, and believe me, it seemed like if nothing ever fell on it.
No, it was great. And I went down there. I literally went down there with my cleats. I was wearing cleats that day, and the traction was just fine.
There we go. They're all going to go for a field goal there at the 15-yard line, making a 25-yard try. Here we go.
Ball being held by the quarterback, Mr. Garcia. It's a good snap. It's a good hold. It looks like it was closed on it. It looks good.
And it is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:19 left in the first quarter, the Huskies come in, get the ball first, go down the field all the way down to the, call it the 8-yard line, 10-yard line. They kicked it from the 15, making it a 25-yard field goal. They take the lead of 3-0, and here comes the Sabercats. They'll be touching the ball for the first time. Paul Osbury. We've seen the Sabercats all over the ball on the defensive side. We saw it. They got hit big by the Jags, but the Jags hit them big on big plays. They only moved the ball twice, but they moved it on big plays. So if I'm a spectator or I'm a fan, I need to worry or wonder, are we ever going to adjust to the not giving up the big play?
Yes, sir. Look for the defensive coordinator for the Jaguars, Todd Wallace, to adjust. What happened there, don't it, was the Huskies out-formation them. In other words, they had they kind of were by alignment. They had out formation them. In other words, they were able to get a running back out into the flats, and the linebacker, the play action pass drew him up. And so, in other words, the linebackers have to honor the potential run down. They have to honor the fact that it may be a run. And so, what happened is the fullback slips out into the flats, and there you have yourself a wide open pass. Here we go. Huskies are about to kick off. He's giving a signal, and he puts a foot into it. It's a low kick. It's going to hit the turf. It's going to take a Huskies hop. And it's going to be returned. He's got nowhere to go, but he did do a good job picking. He may have let it go out of bounds, Tony, because they could have had the ball in the 40.
Yeah, but then again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night football, high school football. We're both 1-1. Coach told us how big this game is, and the kid's trying to do everything he can. Nevertheless, going to be dropped back to the 19-yard line, field position.
Yes, field position has not been favorable for either coach. They both only have the ball one possession. The Sabercats having it for the first time, but by definition, neither team has had good field position yet.
A little shout out going out to Brianna Estrada from the Sabercats, who not only sits on the drill team, but sits out on the cheerleading team from mom and dad, Robert and Dora Estrada. A little shout out going out to Brianna. Have a good night. Have a safe one.
Sabercats got one receiver left, two to the right. You see the quarterback in the shotgun, motion coming across it. He's going to give a quick dive up the middle. Nothing doing right there. Huskies did a good job of stacking the line, and they give no room to run on that particular play.
Pick up a 1 yard only, call it one if. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up for the Sabercats. Paul, I like what we see so far. These two teams, this should be a good game today.
Yes, it looks like they both became to play. Juarez marched the ball down the field, and of course got away with themselves with the field goal, but they did drive it on them.
There we go. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. We're down to 5:45 and counting in the first quarter.
All right, little confusion by the Sabercats. Looks like they worked it out. Two receivers to the left. If you're the quarterback in the shotgun, motion across the formation. Look, it's going to be a run. A dive up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He cuts it back to the middle. He's got it blocked. That's a tremendous run. Credit the offensive line. That was great blocking right there.
Pickup of 16 yards. Call it all the way down to about the 36-yard line.
Gennaro Cavazos.
Sereno Cavazos on the carries for the first time for the Sabercats. We're going to
move those chains.
So pick up of a first down, make it a 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. That's the Sabercats. They're going from the south side of the field to the north side.
Sabercats doing a traditional no huddle. Two receivers left. I'm going to end up with running to the right. Play action pass. He's got a man. If he can hit him, he's wide open. Overthrown. And that's what the play action pass does for you, don't it? Play action, of course, means that the quarterback or the team pretends they're going to run it. It pulls up the linebackers, exposes the secondary, and if it's run right, a man gets open. And it worked. He was open. I'll give him that.
He was open, and he missed it by about 2 yards, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see it on the play. But let me tell you what, Paul. Last week, he hit the same player, number 38, on that play, and he hit him on stride.
Johnny Davila.
He hit him on stride twice. Here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up on the 36-yard line. That is for the Sabercats.
Two receivers right. Quarterback in the shotgun, as you can see on your beautiful screen here, thanks to Cat TV. It's going to be a dive up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. I think he lost his footing, don't it? But I don't know if he would have gone much further because the Huskies were ready.
All right, pick up maybe call it 1.5 or a short 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up for the Sabercats.
Looks like the Huskies are doing a great job of rotating defensive linemen. I don't know if someone's hurt, or I don't know if they're keeping them fresh, but I'll tell you what, they're doing a lot of rotating, and so the defensive linemen that are coming in, every time they come in, they're rested and fresh.
Here we go. It's going to be a big first play for the Sabercats. Call it the biggest play of the game so far. Of course, early in the game. We still have 4:42 left in the first.
Sabercats coming across formation, going to end up with 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. It's definitely a pass. He's got a man open in the middle if he makes the catch. Oh, I'll tell you what, it was a very accurate pass, but it was an outstanding hit by the Husky player. I think he may have hurt his arm on that one. Give credit to Jesus Garcia for the Huskies for breaking up that pass.
And good try there for Michael Aguilera on that attempt to catch the ball. Again, it was a good pass. It was a good attempt, but you got to give credit where credit is due. That is on the defensive side. By hitting Michael, as soon as he touched the ball, he was immediately hit, and he lost track of the ball. So here you go. It's going to be point formation for the Sabercats from their own 38-yard line. Here we go. Paul, take it away.
Look for this ball to drift to the left if you're the Sabercats. Of course, the punting, Ralph Perez is about to punt. See how the snap. Good snap right to him. He's going to sprint out to the right. He's going to look. He's going to keep it. He can keep it. Very good job. Excellent coaching by that one. That's going to go a little bit too far. Throw it back in. Don't. There you go.
No, the right guy touched it.
Yes, sir. Donut, I'm glad you said it. The right guy touched it. The way, and ladies and gentlemen, so we can do explain it. Here's Donut Salinas, former referee. One of the guys threw the ball in before it went in the end zone. The next guy had entered the end zone. If he were to touch it, it would have been a touchback, either by mistake. Bottom line was the next guy to return the ball or to regain or to gain possession had not been in the end zone, and thus we're going to call that a tremendous special teams play.
Wow.
Sabercats.
Paul, you're at your own 38.
Yes.
You almost go for it, decide not to, and gives it a whack of a punt there, side on, running to the side like a soccer kick.
Yes, sir.
He kicks it from the 30s, call it the 36-yard line, all the way down to the 3-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Second time they're touching the ball. That is the Huskies.
Sabercats got him backed up. They're looking at 2 receivers to the left, quarterback under the center. Now, I formation means 2 running backs in a straight line right behind the quarterback. Snap is up. It's going to be a dive up the middle. He's got nowhere to go. Hello, John Trevino. Shout out to John Trevino. We talked to his father, his dad, his grandfather earlier before the game.
They're here.
He said, give him a shout out. Well, there's your shout out, Dad and Grandpa, because he met that running back head on and said, no mas for you, brother.
2nd and 10.
So Grandpa and Dad, Grandma, Mom, you want to do a shout out? If you get that tackle to welcome, you say what?
Que mas quieres?
Here we go.
That's the way to get your shout out. How about make a tackle? Bam!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Call it a 2nd and 10 coming up. They're still at the 3-yard line.
Sabercats in the cover 3. That means 3 guys are responsible for the deep if it's a pass. One guy crept up. I don't know if it's a play-action pass. He got him open in the flats once again. Now, Donnie, in that particular pass, I'm going to call that zone. In other words, 3 safeties are responsible for the deep pass. The corner had to back up, so that left the linebacker to run out with a fullback. That's been open all night. That's tough for the linebacker to have to honor the potential run and then have to sprint out and cover that fullback. And I bet you the Huskies know that. They know that very well.
They needed 10. They picked up, call it 12, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15. So for the 3rd time for the Huskies,
move those chains. Let's see if the Sabercats can respond to that, because again they're out formationing the Sabercats by running that fullback into the flats. Here we go. 2 receivers to the right. Looks like they got some blocking. He's going to try to get outside. Great job by the Sabercats to turn the run inside. Excellent job by, again, John Trevino. He turned the run inside, don't it?
Yeah, pickup of 2 yards. That was it. So call it a 2nd and 8 coming up for the Huskies. And ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me like we're going to have a good one tonight. So far, so good for both teams. Both teams are playing solid on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes,
2nd and 8 coming up. We're down to 2:45 and counting left in the first quarter. It is still the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies 3 and the Robert Vela Sabercats 0.
All right, looks like they're going man-to-man at the top. Look for that receiver. Oh, they're shifting over. I don't know if they're going to stay in man-to-man. Looks like they got the safety to cover in the middle. It's going to be sweep. He's got a lot of blockers, don't it? He should be able to get the edge. Great pursuit. I'll tell you what, he got a lot more yards than he probably should have.
Yeah, and again, that did all on his own because they closed the gap quickly.
Yes, sir.
And once again, from what I'm seeing, number 14, in the play and quickly making him change his direction
Yes,
when,
sir.
when he saw him coming right at him. So, again, Trevino, you wanted a shout-out? You're going to get more than one tonight. Let me tell you what, Dad and Grandpa, you're going to get some shout-outs. And I know Grandma's watching from up there saying, good job, mijo. So,
Yes,
once
sir.
again, a shout-out going out to all the Trevino family.
I don't know what the referees are discussing over there. I'm not sure.
Do we have our first flag? No, I didn't
No,
see a
sir.
flag.
I'm thinking they're probably worried about the spot. They don't know if he lost his forward momentum, if he had a knee down. Look, they're waving off a flag. It was a potential flag. Looked like they talk about it, and they're waving it off.
All
That
right.
was a nifty little run by Martin Diaz ago, by the way.
So move the down marker only.
There we go.
Leave the chains there and call it a third, and we'll call it a 3rd and 4 coming up for the Huskies. Hey, Sabercat defense, we've called it before. Early in the game, you need to adjust. Watch that play where they've been killing you on the pass, so we'll see what happens. The only time they move them chains has been with a pass. We'll wait and see.
They can cover that by certainly defensive formation. It looks like in this particular formation they do have that covered, but they're going to decide to run. I'll tell you what, Dornan, that is pure effort. I got to give credit to the effort right there.
Timeout on the field because they're going to one more time
Move those chains.
First down number 4 already for the Huskies. The Sabercats picked up one big first down. So here we go. It's going to be a 1st and 10, and quickly they were at the 3. They're at the 25-yard line.
See, what's going on with the Sabercats, in my opinion, is that the Sabercats have got that little play in the flats in their minds. They don't know if they should come up on the run, or are they going to be worried about that fullback coming out into the flats? It's kind of got the Sabercats a little overthinking. This is going to be definitely going to be dive up the middle. Looks like the Sabercats took off a little too soon. Woo! That's how you hit. Good job by Adam Barajas.
First flag of the night. We waited to see who was going to be against, but it was on the far side of the field. They let the play go, so the two guys that were blitzing might have been in the neutral zone there, Paul.
Yes, sir. And you know the neutral zone is the length of the football itself. If you even just say you have long hair, when your hair is sticking over, you know what? You're in the neutral zone.
So give them a free 5 yards. It's going to be the first flag, and it's going to go. First flag is going to go against our Sabercats. So it's going to be a free down of 5 yards. So call it a 1st and 5 coming up. They're at the 30-yard line. That is the Huskies, and they're going from the north side of the field, ladies and gentlemen, to the south side of the field. The wind, you think it's playing any effect?
No, it's definitely a factor. We were down there. I was watching them, their special teams warm up, and it definitely is messing with the ball. Looks like the Sabercats are staring at 2 receivers to the right. They got that fullback out there again.
Fumble again!
Looks like again what happened is for some reason the quarterback is making a legitimate fake to the fullback and it's getting stuck on his hip.
Remember, it's not the starting fullback nor the backup.
The tailbacks are different. Yes, sir. The fullback is legit.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be a 2nd, 3rd. Call it a 2nd and 5. So really, maybe you held them to just 5 yards on the first down. After that fumble, it took them back. So call it a 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yes, sir.
For these Huskies.
Yes, sir. Look for Juarez to again. It's a chess match on that play where they ruled off sides. The Sabercats are coming in both gaps to the right and to the left of the center. They were going to blitz and they got jumped off sides. Oh, quick huddle. Let's see what this does. Sabercats are kind of caught off guard. Looks like Juarez got him as far as alignment. Tremendous effort. I tell you what, I really appreciate how they're coached. Great job by Adam Braz. You can see, don't it, that every opportunity the Sabercats are trying to rip the ball out. They're trying to strip the ball.
Little shout out going out to the Ramirez family. They said, "Are you ready for Jumongo?" Woo!
Yes, sir. Is that a tailgate?
That's a tailgate.
That's some fajitas.
That's some fajitas.
Tortillas?
De harina. If you're Paul Osbury, you get to a game and there's a tailgate going on, what do you say?
¿Qué más quieres? Oh, man.
Shout out to the Ramirez family, and of course that's Matt Ramirez family. Also going to shout out to Randy, who's tuning in Catula, Texas.
Look how that fullback is a little bit spread out.
Oh.
That's a free play. That fullback was a little bit more spread out than usual. That's the same formation where they snuck him down to the flats. Of course, that's a free play because they jumped off sides. That's going to be I don't know if they in fact were.
Was there a flag thrown on the field though? I saw no flag.
Let's see. Okay, we have Coach Garcia on the field. He is losing his mind because he's thinking that should have been offside, and because he thought it was offsides, the Huskies naturally free play.
Official timeout. Now, can you just turn around and throw the flag down and say I should have?
It's happened, don't it? But that'll drive everybody crazy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the refs are trying to get it right.
And let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, these refs were excited about being on TV worldwide.
Oh, they know it now.
I talked to them and I said, and he goes, "Hey, can we see it?" I said, "Sure, get home and just tune in to RowdyCenter.com. Go to sports, go to live screening high school football, and then go to Edinburg action, and you're going to see yourself. Well, I don't know whether you don't want to do that, because you know what? They let the play happen.
Yeah, don't it? So what happened, obviously, is the Huskies thought they had themselves a free play. They thought they had him offsides, snap it to the quarterback. Quarterback sneak, why not? And, as a result, he got himself a few yards, but there was no penalty. So that's like as if they did a quarterback sneak on third down. Now you're looking at fourth and short.
Fourth and short. Fourth and very short. Call it 4th and 6 inches.
Fourth and Trevino's restaurant on North Cloud.
Not that far. Here we
Not
go.
that far.
We're not going that far, ladies and gentlemen.
Fourth in some certain restaurant. Sorry about that.
Yeah, some certain restaurant. I didn't hear a name. I just heard some restaurant. Yeah, we're talking about NL Trevino.
John Trevino, number 14.
Look, shout out going out to the Trevinos, also from Miss Signs and Harold Signs. I saw him earlier. Look, shout out going out to all the staff at Trevino Elementary.
And another shout out to Eloy Salinas, Michael Salinas' father, long-time coach here in Edinburg, very long-time coach, successful coach here for the Bobcats. I see him in the stands.
And Paul, that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. That was a quick first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I think we didn't even go 30 minutes on that.
Probably about 3 or 4 passes at the most.
Yeah. So after one quarter of play, we're going to have the Huskies have touched the ball twice. I think we tell you, they ran about 8 minutes of those 12 minutes on the clock. The Huskies touched the ball twice. They've gotten 4 first downs. They got 3 points out of the whole 4 first downs and the 8 minutes of with the ball. On the other hand, the Sabercats got the ball only once, ladies and gentlemen, only once. They picked up 1 first down. We have 1 penalty on the night, and it went against the Sabercats for 5 yards. Other than that, it's been a good ball game. It is still, after 1 quarter of play, the Huskies 3, the Sabercats 0. We have a big 4th and 1 coming up. Paul, take us to it.
Sabercats are staring at 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Looks going to be a quarterback sneak.
Oh, my God.
Look for the fullback to give a little push.
The spot on this side, he's short, Paul. The spot on the other side, he's there. We'll wait and see who's going to spot the ball. It's this side.
They did not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a measurement. I am pretty sure.
I bet he got it by about 3.65 inches.
You might be short about it by an inch.
I'm going to call it a first down by about between 2 and 3 inches.
All right, here we go. We're going to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. They're bringing the chains out.
Let's bet some halftime nachos on it, don't it?
All right,
you say no first down, I say first down.
Well, now you tell me. You didn't say there was food on it.
Okay,
I might have gone the other way. But anyway, yeah, we'll go with the nachos. I think Julio will back me up on that one.
Let's see. Nachos, please. Give me some nachos. Of course, I don't want him to get a first down.
Pull that chain.
Give me those nachos.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting. He's spotting it. Here comes the stretch on the chain. And it's going to be nachos for Paul.
I don't want, and donut, no jalapenos. No, sir. Gracias.
Oh, they put them on there. Don't tell them I told them to. I told them.
No,
it's just going to happen. If they do it, they do it. So one more time for the Huskies. In the second quarter, they start with the first play. And then
move those chains with some nachos.
First down coming up for the Huskies. They have it at their own 35.5-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Only 10 seconds gone in the second quarter. Here we go, Paul. Take it away.
Sabercats are staring at 2 receivers to the left. They got that I formation. They got to keep an eye on that fullback out in the flats. Here we go. It's going to be definitely going to be a dive up the middle. He's got a block. He got a little bit of room. That's some nifty little blocking by the Huskies. That was all blocking. Great effort. And it's about a 5-yard game.
4 yards. We're going to call it 4 yards. They got his knee down a little earlier than we thought. I thought it was 5 yards too. So call it a 2nd and 6 coming up. We're down to 11:25 left in the half. And it's still the Huskies 3 and the Sabercats 0. We got a good game here tonight. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Edinburg, Texas. We're getting you some Sabercat football tonight. Once again, it's Paul Osbury and Doris Salinas coming to you live from Edinburg, and you're watching it thanks to ValleyCenter.com and, of course, Cats TV 17. That is KATS Channel 17.
Sabercats are looking at 2 receivers to the left. There's that fullback a little bit kind of offset out there. That's going to be tough for the linebacker to cover him if he has to. It's definitely going to be they're stopping the clock.
Delay a game, I think. That's the only thing I can see. And then from the back, judge, that's your call. If you're in the back, you make the call when you see that clock go to 0 and the ball hasn't been snapped.
Yes, sir. And that was the right call because it, in fact, run down. Now, what's happening on that, again, I'll tell you what, Donut, just those 2 simple little passes to that pullback, that has rattled the Sabercats because that's a very safe play. It's gone for big plays. It's very difficult for the linebacker to cover that particular play because they use it through a play action. In other words, they fake the run, so the linebacker has to honor that. While he's busy trying to figure out, does he have the ball or not? That fullback is running out to the flats.
They've thrown 3 passes. They've each run for a first down. Here we go. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Huskies.
All right, Sabercats are looking at 1 receiver left. I formation, 2 running backs. It's going to be a play action pass. They're all covered. They're all covered. I don't know. Yeah, they were. I'll tell you what, Sabercats ready for that one.
Four defenders around the ball,
Yes,
and
sir.
he still almost came up with it. He ended up dropping the ball after bubbling it about 3 or 4 times. Not enough chip reels there, but it's going to be a 3rd and 11. Little shout out going out to Edith Salinas, my wife, babe. I love you. Hope you're ready when you get home.
Hey, look at Adam Garza, great job. Adam Garza, great job on the play. Looks like they were in man-to-man. So Adam Garza was covering the man on the Sabercats on the left side of the field and ran all the way across to the right side, and he had some help. That was tremendous coverage by Adam Garza. Great job.
Also include the shout out Kayla and Kyra. I hope you're having a good night.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Quarterback's in the shotgun. It's going to be a pass. He better get it off. It's going to be a screen. He's got some blockers. He cuts it back to the middle. Wow, I don't know how the Sabercats got through that line. It could have gone for more yards, but good job to recover.
Good job. They held him short about 3 yards on the first down, so it's going to be a big 4th down. Again, referee making the sign. It's not a legal procedure. He's letting you know.
Move that clock.
He's letting me know only the guy that has the ball can advance the ball or recover if fumbled.
If he fumbles, yes, sir. And that screen play is very effective when you have a hard charging defensive line. As a defensive lineman, there's a moment in time and you're like, oh my God, I'm breaking free. I want to get the quarterback. It's just a sight. They threw it over his head.
All right, we're ready for the punt formation here. Both teams are ready. Both got 11 on the field. Here we go, Paul.
He got the wind at his back, basically. He's making an audible. Some sort of change. I'm not sure it is, but I'm sure he's going to punt it. There's no reason to fake this.
Yeah.
He's going to sprint out to his right. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to be sacked. That's the audible he called. He went on his own, and saw something. Decided he was going to run a pass. But the Sabercats were ready for that.
He saw the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't know what he was looking at.
So he ended up picking up 1 yard. No, I'm sorry, not 1 yard.
Lost.
He lost 6 yards, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Sabercats at the 37-yard line of the Huskies. And if you're Coach Salinas, is that good field position?
Oh.
I don't know. You still got 37 yards to go.
Doing an excellent field position. I can tell you this, for even at the junior high level, there is a reason why, a reason why the Juarez guys were sprinting out so hard. You know, they got that big smile on their face like they're going to get a pass. Vela sniffed that out. Here we go. It's definitely going to be a dive up the middle. He's got room outside. A little stiff arm. Ooh, that was, they can't pull it back.
Maybe the horse collar close to it.
I'm not sure. I hope he's okay. He gets up. Good run by Gennaro again. Looked like he got up a little gimpy, but he's definitely a warrior because look at him. He's getting right back to the huddle.
All the way down to the 28.5-yard line. They're checking to see. They're going to call it a 2nd and short 1 coming out for the Sabercats. They're at the 28.5-yard line.
Looks like Edgar Lopez and Gennaro Cavazos in the backfield over there. If you are Vela, you got 1 receiver split out to the left, quarterback in the shotgun. They're going to shift over the formation. Looks like Juarez adjusts just in the nick of time. It's going to be a dive up the middle. He's got plenty of blocks. It could be a face mask.
And it is a face mask, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see it on the camera. So it's going to go all the way down easily to the 20-yard line, but you're going to add half the distance. So in the meantime, what we're going to do with those changes, we're going to
move those chains, don't it?
Hey, 2nd quarter starting off good for the Sabercats. They needed a big lift.
That's a break.
After the first play of the quarter gave them a 1st down. They held them to 3-4, and now they went for it on 4th down on a fake. They didn't get it so quickly. All momentum was Huskies 1st quarter. 2nd quarter, it's just turned around to this side of the field. So it's been all Sabercats. Here we go. They're going to take him half the distance to the goal line. They were inside the 20. They're going to put it at about the 10-yard line. So what we're going to do, not only move those chains,
we're going to drop them chains.
We're going to drop them chains. We're going to have the down yard playing only, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Sabercats. Ladies and gentlemen, we're to 9:20 left in the half.
Sabercats got 1 receiver split out to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Got 2 tailbacks, 2 running backs with him. They're going to back in and run to the left. He's got a little room in the middle. Now, Donut, what do you mean by drop them chains? Like they don't want to hold him anymore? What's going on?
They're not tired, or it's just game just started. What it means is, ladies and gentlemen, once you're in the 10, inside the 10 or the 10-yard line, there is no possible way of picking up the 1st down. So what you do is you keep the down pull up only, which is marks the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and the other chains are just dropped.
I see, because in other words, you can't get a 1st down. They're of no use.
No
so they get them out of sight, out of mind, out of sight. I got you, Donut. Thank you.
All right, here we go. 2nd and goal from the 6.
Vela's got 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. They're pretty much overloaded to the right, tight end and all. And they're going to run up to the left side. He's got some room. Quarterback's going to keep it. It's a play-action pass. Play-action pass. It just kind of went through the hands. Nifty little play.
Good call by Julio. Julio says they could have run it in. Yeah, I thought I was about to yell touchdown Sabercats because, ladies and gentlemen, the fake was so good. It faked me up here. Julio thought we had a touchdown, or they should have kept it and run a touchdown, but they didn't. They kept it. They threw a pass to the corner of the end zone. It fell incomplete. So call it 3rd and 6. We're down to 8:33 left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. It is still the Huskies 3 and the Sabercats 0.
Well, you know about that coulda, shoulda, woulda. Bottom line is 3rd down. Here we go. Snap is up. This time it is a run up the middle. He didn't. I don't know if the ref stopped the call because everybody wasn't ready on that one. I don't think they heard a whistle.
Legal procedure on the Sabercats. So it's going to be the 3rd flag of the game. This one's going to go again against the Sabercats. So they've been flagged twice for 10 yards, and the Huskies have been flagged once for 5 yards. So it's going to bring it back from the, we were at the 8-yard line maybe, or at the 6?
Yeah,
the 11-yard line. So it is 3rd and goal, ladies and gentlemen. Just because you came behind the 10 yards doesn't mean now you can pick up a 1st down. No, you still got your 4 goals and your 4 downs, and that is it. So call it a 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line.
All right, Sabercats got one receiver left, one to the right. They got 2 tight ends to the right. I don't know if they're setting up for a play-action pass or what, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a play-action pass. He has a man. What? 2 men wide open. Very wide open. Play-action pass, very effective. Again, in other words, they faked the run, and, of course, it turned out to be a pass. Looks like they're feeling good about it. I don't see any kicker running out there, don't it? You can't get more wide open. You can't.
And Paul, like we said it a while ago, not only because the kid was open does it mean good play. No, you still got to put that little touch on the ball once in a while, and you still got to catch it. And that's one thing the Sabercats thing finished through there. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 11. Is this Jaguar football?
They're going for Jaguars. It could be 4th and 450 yards. They're going to go for it. Here we go. Vela in the gut. It looks like Coach Salinas saw something. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looks like they're bringing a blitz. He should be able to get it off in the corner if he catches it. Get 1 foot in. That's all you need.
No! Michael Aliola on a great catch, great grab, and he fell with 1 foot. I'm going to call it at least 1 foot into the wire. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't ask for a better spot for you to be able to. Can we get a replay, maybe, Cat City? Maybe we got it.
Look for Michael Arguelles to go up into the sky and grab this for his team. Here we go. Quarterback, he's going to throw it instantly. It's already a set play. He's going to just gather his feet and throw it immediately. Of course, they're getting the audible from Coach Salinas. He saw something. I think what he saw is they're man-to-man because they're creeping up. If they're in man-to-man, a good pass is to throw it to the corner, hoping the receiver outruns the defensive back, which he did. Oh, there's a little something. That's all right. These guys do a great job. You know, you can never control technical glitches. Here we go. They got the ball. It's going to be a play. It's going to be a dive right up the middle. He's got nowhere to go.
Maybe a pickup of 2 yards at the most. Call it maybe 1 yard they gave us. We went down on 2 yards on the play. Call it 2nd and 8 coming up. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is great stuff we get here from Catch TV. So special thanks going out to KATS.
They do a great job, don't it? They got a tremendous job.
I catch myself looking at the monitor here more than I do at the field. So again, Catch TV, no problem with that. So we keep on going. We're down to 7:50 and counting. Sabercats lost one opportunity of knocking on the door. Came about a foot too far on that pass.
All right, Vela staring at 1 receiver right, 2 receivers to the right, actually. Looks like it's going to be another play-action pass. He's scrambling. He's got a man open. If he hits him, it's a touch pass. He bobbled it, but he got it. He got open, don't it? That's a great, nifty little play. Good catch by Obed Fernandez. Give him credit.
5 passes have gone to the Huskies. They've caught all 5. Only 1 is so short of a 1st down. So one more time for the Huskies.
Move those chains. And don't it? Great job. Great job by the Huskies. What happened on that play-action pass, that play took a long time to develop. And that receiver came all the way across the formation.
The longer it takes, the more time you have to break free?
Yes, sir. And give credit to the Huskies for blocking. Here we go. Vela's looking at 2 receivers right. Quarterback, he's moving over his tight end. So he's got basically 3 receivers to the left. If you're the Juarez, he gets outside, he's got a block. If he gets outside, he's got a little bit of room. Great effort. I don't know if he went out of bounds yet.
Yeah, we got to step in out of bounds at about the 43-yard. No? He blew the whistle. He stopped the play, but he didn't mark him out of bounds until later. So all the way down to the 46-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards on that 1st down play. So make it 2nd and 2 coming up for the Sabercats. Quickly, they're moving the ball once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're under 7:22 left in the half. It is still the Huskies 3, the Sabercats 0. Great game, Paul.
Yes, sir, it is. It's very evenly matched thus far. So far, the Sabercats are staring at 2 receivers to the left. The quarterback's got 2 running backs with him in his backfield. It's going to be a dive, a sweep, but he's got nowhere to go. How about Joe Gonzalez saying mucho gusto?
A loss of one, call it 3rd and 3. So City 2nd and 2 coming up. Quickly we go to 3rd and 2. You're on your side of the field. Sabercats, if you want to do something before the half, this is the time. Here we go. 3rd and 3 coming up. Under 7 minutes left in the half. And Huskies, the coaches, almost on the field.
I'm not sure if Joe Gonzalez, I don't know if that was by design, but I tell you what, he pinched down. In other words, from where he was, he came toward basically the ball, and he ran into the tailback. He met him immediately. Good job, good defensive play. Here we go. They're standing 2 receivers left. Obviously, you can see on your screen 2 running backs with the backfield of the quarterback. He steps up back. He thinks about it. He bobbled the ball once again, don't it? That was on his own. He didn't bump into anybody's hip. There was nobody flying by, no bird, no nothing. He just dropped it.
To me, not too sure what was going to happen there, what he wanted to do. I think he was originally going to pass, and he saw something. I don't know if he wanted to drop out of it or what, but nevertheless, the ball fell loose. He was able to jump on it, so loss of another yard, so call it 4th and 4 coming up quickly. It looked good for the Huskies, but now all of a sudden, once again, the momentum could come to the Sabercats side of the field if we get a good run back here. He's going to be punting, getting rid of the ball from the 35-yard line. That is his own 35-yard line of the Huskies.
Okay, it looks like no audible this time. Looks like he did punt the ball. It's going to be evenly caught. He makes it back to the middle. He's going to go left. As you can see on your screen, he's got nowhere to go. Great job by Huskies. They're probably going to give him forward momentum. He probably, going to give him wherever as far as he advanced it.
No, well, he got away from the
Oh, you mean he's saying he got back under his own power?
While you're on your own, you want to keep on trying for some more, and they're going to mark it where he's at. So he went all the way back to the 16-yard line.
Yep, and give him, that was a good punt. It pretty much almost got blocked, but he did get it off, and he got it up in the air. And when you get it up in the air, that's where you hear the word hang time. In other words, how long does the ball stay up in the air? The longer it stays up in the air, the more your return team can get down there to deal with the punt returner, and it was an effective play for the Huskies.
Yeah, I'm going to make a call, Paul.
Go for it, brother.
Halftime, Sabercats 7. Huskies 3.
Ooh, I hope so.
1st and 10. Here we go. They're coming up 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line.
All right, you can see the quarterback in the backfield there. But you can't see one receiver to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's going to give the ball up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He's grinding it out.
Yeah, pick up a 1, 2, 3, 3.5 yards. Call it a 2nd and short 7.
Justin Vela.
Short 7, long 6 coming up for the Sabercats. We're under 5:25 left in the half. Sabercats, if you want to answer, they need to do something quickly.
Good job by Justin Vela to not only carry the ball, but to carry it with both hands. In traffic, hold it with both hands so you don't fumble it. Great job.
And Paul, on the other side of the field, I'm just going to have to say that's the smallest group of fans we've seen so far. We have some great groups. Come on.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what. Of course, Vela's well represented here. Juarez-Lincoln over there, for whatever reason, they just only got a few folks. It's probably immediate family. There's no cousins, tias. It's either dad or mom or my, brother. That's it.
No neighbors, no
tias, no second cousins.
They're probably at home watching and hearing
on valleycentral.com, baby.
Here we go. Call it a 3rd and 6. It maybe we picked up 1 yard on that pass. Luckily he got to it before it hit the ground. So it's going to be a pickup of only 1 yard. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Sabercats.
Sabercats got 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Obviously you can see the quarterback in the shotgun. Snap is up. It's definitely going to be a pass. He's got plenty of time. He's got a man open in the flats. A little bit underthrown, don't it? I don't think he got it.
Yeah. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me we saw this quarterback was completely on last week. We saw him put 37 points on the board.
Don't he's mad at himself. I know you cannot see it on the screen, don't. I'm sorry to interject there, but
okay.
I see him. He's a warrior. He came on the field. He's very mad at himself. He's a warrior.
And we and you and people who saw him last week can imagine why, because he knows he's better than that, and it's just going to take a little adjustment to do here before he gets going tonight. Nevertheless, it's going to be falling short. So it's going to be 4th and 7. Sabercats in the punting formation from their own 19-yard line.
All right, looks like I got a man on the field late. That's okay. Look for the punter to sprint out to his right, and he's going to study. Looks like the Sabercats didn't feel good about it. Coach Salinas is very upset with his special teams coach for not noticing that, and that's a costly timeout. You don't want to use a timeout unless you have to. But I'll tell you what, they weren't ready. So props to Coach Salinas. It's better get him prepared. Let's get a good punt. Make sure it doesn't get blocked.
Yeah, and again, you want to make sure if you're not going to go into halftime leading, you at least want to keep the score there and keep it at 3-0. So we're going to see what's up. Well, there's a timeout on the field. Let's thank some people that are making this possible. Paul, you want to thank our station?
Yes, sir. Let's give credit where credit is due. Cats TV, bringing you all that you see on your computer screen. Of course, the sound. They got a crew, camera crew, a student body. Students helping us out as well. They do a tremendous job. ValleyCentral.com. Come to you live at ValleyCentral.com. They do a great job through Channel 4 News. We appreciate all of you.
Also, we're going to thank real quickly our team here at the school board, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, the superintendent, Juan Sani Palacios, Martin Castillo, Jaime Solis, Jaime Chavana, Carmen Gonzalez, Robert Peña, and David Torres. That is our board of trustees. Special thanks going out to them.
Yes, sir. Looks like they're going to punt formation. They have plenty of time to think about it. I'm sure they have 11 men on the field. Looks like they're going to kind of blitz from their right side. He's going to roll out. They were ready for it. Great job by blocking. That's going to be an unreturnable kick. Probably not as far as they wanted, but I'll tell you what, no return.
Yeah, no return. We're waiting for the spot of the ball, and he is still moving and right there. So we're going to call it at the 48-yard line. So the Huskies must be thinking of points with 4:17. That's a lot of time left, and you only have 52 yards to go.
Very good field position. And again, field position by definition means when you have the ball, when you start your possession, how far are you from the end zone? And I'll tell you what, the 52 is pretty much about half the field, don't it? Anybody would love to start and only want to go half the field. So that's good field position.
Yep. We'll wait and see what's going to happen. So once again, it is the Huskies going from the south side of the field to the north side of the field.
Vela staring at one receiver left, one receiver to the right. He's got two running backs in the formation behind him. Yeah, a little bit of movement, don't it? Looks like they took off too soon. I'm not sure. They're going to let the play. They're going to let the play run. I think everybody thought there was going to be a flag. Bottom line, don't it, is that is a catch by Victor Bocanegra, and I think everybody's just as stunned as us. But
all the way down to the 23-yard line, and one more time for these Huskies, we're going to
move those chains. You know, I think everybody thought, even the Sabercats, thought,
when you called it, I thought for sure you'd be beating to it. For sure, I thought it was going to be played dead. Well, second time we'll get a flag.
I guess it must have been simultaneous. The lineman moved the moment the ball was snapped. They didn't make the call, so guess what? The call didn't happen, don't it? Here we go. Here can it run a sweep to the right. They turn it back inside. Great job by the defense. That's good on good. That's a good run, but also great job by the defense to turn the run back. Again, John Trevino, props to you, young man. Good job.
A pickup of 8 yards after, even though it was a good play, like you say, good for the offense, good for the defense, that they brought him back inside to the inside of the field, but he still had picked up 8 yards already, so call it 2nd and 2 coming up quickly. They're at the Robert Vela Sabercat 15-yard line. We'll wait and see what happens. We have a 2nd and 2. We're under 3:20 left in the half, ladies and gentlemen. It is still the Huskies 3 and the Sabercats 0. We'll get a little shout out coming up after this part.
Yes, sir. Looks like the Huskies taking their time. They're not in a big old hurry. They better get off quickly, though. They shift over the formation. Looks like it's going to be a run to the right. He's got nowhere to go. Oh, my gosh. He came out like a cannon shot. Roy Lopez, like a cannonball shot right out of a cannon.
Lost of 3 yards, so it's going to be quickly a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Huskies. A little shout out going out to Mr. and Mrs. George and Celia Avila. The Avilas being joined by Misael De Leon from Dallas, from the Denton, Texas area. Shout out going out to you. Also tuning in Denton, Amanda and Anissa Avila. All the Avilas tuned in. Also in the house, Yolanda Granados and her family. And of course, mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Donut Salinas Sr. Enjoy the game, ladies.
Mario Garcia under the center. He got some motion. Looks like it's going to be a play action pass. He's got time. He's got a big man. If he can go up and catch it. I'll tell you what, great defensive play.
Hey, they finally figured it out. Hey, these guys are going to run. They're going to fake the run and throw the ball. They do. Coach Garcia all the way down to the numbers, begging for a flag. We're not begging, wanting a flag. And he's not going to get it. And he better get back. He's inside the refs, way inside the refs. He's not going to get the flag, so call it a 4th and 5 coming up from the 18-yard line. Big play on both sides.
That was a great defensive play on that last play by Jared Gracia. Props to you. Here we go. Maybe they're going to do the hard count. You know, we've talked about that a lot, don't it? Here they go. They're going in motion across the formation. Look, they're going to snap the ball. It's a play-action pass. It's a quick screen. He's got some blockers. If he can get outside, great job by the Sabercats. I'm at number 21. I got to give credit. Jared Gracia again. He blew up that play. What he did, though, was he attacked the blocker. He took it to the blocker, so he had nowhere to go. That was a great job.
Yeah, they needed 5. They pick up 1 only, so on 4 downs, they're going to turn the ball over for the 2nd time. They did it last time on going for it on 4th down. It didn't work. This time they went for it on 4th down. It didn't work. Is this Jaguar?
Yes, sir. Those guys, that's what, twice they've gone for it, don't they?
Yeah, twice.
And I don't, we can come to a quarterback till the cows come home. Probably, who knows, but I'll tell you what, Donnie, I would have settled for 3 points.
Hey, I could still have a 7-3, what I called earlier, because we still got 2:09 left in the half. Sabercat football, 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line.
Donnie, if the Sabercats score, we're going to go even on those nachos. I'm going to take it back if they score. And I want them to sweep to the left. He didn't decide not to bounce it outside. He followed his blockers, and he blocked all the way to the whistle. Good run, about a 7-yard.
Yeah, pick up of 7 yards, call it. So it's going to be a 2nd and 3 coming up. The only thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 1:55 when we used the big timeout. We probably could have used in this last.
He still got 2 timeouts.
Minutes. Here we go. 2 timeouts left, 1:45 and counting left in the half.
Sabercats have 2 receivers to the right. And quarterbacks in the shotgun, as you can see on your screen, thanks to Cats TV. Great job. Snap it up. It's going to be a run. He's got some room outside, but Juarez is. That's a great. I'll tell you what. This is 2 good defenses because that's speed. It looked like there was some room out on the outside, and they closed it up. Nice effort by Gennaro Cavazos, but he got the first down. But the clock is running until they move those chains, don't it?
Yeah. One more time for the Sabercats.
Move those chains.
Chains have been moved. The clock has started. We're under 1:30 left in the half. It is still the Huskies 3, Sabercats 0.
All right, looks like Sabercats 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. It's definitely going to be a pass. He's got a man open in the middle, but he threw in the coverage. I see about 8 guys covering. So, it was a 2-man route. In other words, only 2 guys went for a pass. They probably kicked everybody in just to maximize their blocking. But I'll tell you what, Juarez had that covered like a blanket.
All right, call it a no pickup on the any yards on that down. Of course, it fell incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, but stop the clock. That's the only good thing for the Sabercats.
Yes.
So it's 2nd and 10. We're down to 1:15 left. They have the ball at their own 29-yard line.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a quick run up the middle. Looks like the Sabercats are going to feel good about just running out this clock because they didn't get any on that last play. It's going to be 3rd and long. Looks like the Sabercats are content to let this clock run down.
All right, here we go. I'm going to call a big fast play right here, Paul.
All right, looks like they're going to go quick huddle. Looks like, again, in fact, they are worried about the clock. Maybe they can get something out of that run. Uh-oh. It's going to be a quick screen. Look for him to get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds, but oh well.
And he didn't get a first down, so call it 4th down. Well, La Joya used their timeouts. And that is Lincoln Juarez. I'm sorry, of course, La Joya would have been screwed. And it is Sabercats calling a timeout. So
it's 4th and 1.
4th and 1 coming up. They're at their own 38-yard line. Paul, what do you think so far? Tonight's ball game?
Great, 2 good defenses. They really are 2 quick, clearly well-coached defenses, really going after each other. And where both teams have a little bit of light, and then it is closed. And that's props to both teams making adjustments. Props to both defensive coordinators for adjusting on each other. And you're seeing what's developing into what we can call a defensive matchup tonight.
All right, Paul, before we take us into halftime, Paul's going to have some halftime numbers. Again, these are not official numbers. You're going to give us totals for possessions, first downs, penalties, for how many yards, and, of course, the points, which has only been very minimum at this time. He's going to take us through the Sabercat stats, the Husky stats, and then I'll take us into the halftime show. So for right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's still Huskies 3, Sabercat 0 with 41 seconds left. Hey, they're going for it on 4th down again.
They're going for it in their own territory. Looks like they're going. Here we go. Ball is up. He's got a man in the flats. If he catches it, just 1 yard. He got it, and he got out of bounds, don't it? Great job. That's very similar to the play where the Huskies were effective in the flats, except they threw it to him at a different angle. He caught it in the flats. All he needed was a few yards out of bounds. Perfect.
He picked up the first down he needed. He picked up about 6 or 7 yards. So one more time.
Move those chains.
Here we go. 1st and 10. We've still got 34 seconds left. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Snap is up. He's got that man in the flats. He's looking. He has time. He decides he's going to keep it. He's got something up the middle. He goes down. That's a nifty little game, but the clock is running, don't it? Here we go. No huddle. They're going to quickly formate, line up. In other words, they're going to quickly come to the same formation. 2 receivers left.
15 seconds.
14. 13. Oh. That's an offensive penalty. You don't give it. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. That's what happens when you're not ready, when you're not set. That's an offensive penalty for Vela. Moving back.
Yep, yeah. They had 1 timeout left. I'm surprised it was not used yet, but I guess he's trying to get the field range and then use his timeout. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd
Huskies
and
declined
9. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Here we go. Clock is running. 9, 8, 7. Snap is up. He's going to throw it deep down the middle. There's no one open but the Huskies. And it, in fact, is an interception. I don't even know if it matters as long as they can stop him from returning it all the way. It doesn't matter, Donut. We're going into halftime. And again, Donut, thank you very much for those stats.
We're going to have let me just finish this down. Yes, last stats of one turnover before the half.
Play here at Cat Stadium. Juarez-Lincoln Huskies 3 for Robert Vela.
Take it away, Paul. Give us our first half stats there.
Yes, sir. Sabercats looked like they had the ball a total of 5 times in the first half. They got a total of 5 first downs. A great job. They accumulated 2 penalties. For about, it looks like a total of about 30 yards, and it all resulted in no more than 3 points. Some great stats. As far as the Huskies, they've possessed the ball the same amount of times. They've had the ball 5 times. Great job, don't it? They've also got a lot more first downs. I'll give them that. They have less penalties for fewer yards, but I'll tell you what, the Huskies have more first downs. Not that necessarily matters as much as it is that they are grinding out the clock.
So for one more time, it's going to be Donut Salinas, Paul Osbury coming to you from Edinburg, Texas. Once again, it is going to be the Lincoln Warriors 3, the Robert Vela Sabercats 0. For right now, enjoy the halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.